hope you had a great weekend. Let's start off MTV this week with the Pledge and Magna Manor song by Mrs. Walsh's class.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible with liberty and justice for all. I care about learning A, B, C, D, E. I care about myself, I am good to me. I care about others, I won't bother you. And I care about the environment, I'm good to my school. Magna Manners!
Thank you, Ms. Wash. Let's see what's happening this week.
Have fun on both of your field trips, 6th grade. Last week we participated in the Great Utah Shakeout. Let's see how we did.
I'm Ava.
I'm Ben.
I'm Madison.
I'm Drew.
We're the Disaster Dodgers.
And we're here to help you.
Be prepared.
Today, we're gonna shake things up a little bit.
Whoa!
An earthquake is the sudden, rapid shaking of the earth.
Hey, something's messing with my balance.
It's caused by the breaking and shifting of underground rock.
Most earthquakes usually last less than 1 minute.
But it can seem like forever.
The size of an earthquake is measured by its magnitude and intensity. Magnitude measures the energy given off where the ground began shaking. Intensity describes the earthquake's strength and effects on people in different places.
Earthquakes can happen almost anywhere in the country, and not just on the West Coast.
There's no way to predict when or where an earthquake will happen.
So it's important for you and your family to be prepared.
If you're indoors and you think an earthquake is happening, drop, cover, and hold on. First, drop to the ground. Take cover from falling objects by getting under something sturdy. Hold on until the shaking stops.
Nice job dropping, covering, and holding, students. Now let's see who won the Bulldog Not a Bully contest.
This is for my people who's carrying all the pain.
They call you names, it's you they like to play.
It's such a shame how they play the games.
Don't let them break you or drive you insane.
This is for my people getting bullied in school.
Just walk away before you lose your cool.
I know it's hard, it's the best thing to do.
Don't be a fool, you got too much to
Now you
lose.
can be what you wanna be. Live your life from A to Z. You're B-U-L-L-Y. Become somebody your own size. On the internet spreading those lies. Teen suicide is at an all-time high. Look in the mirror, tell me, what do you see? It's your own individuality. Stop bringing that peer pressure down on me. I'm doing me, so let me be. This is for my people, don't cry, dry your eyes.
You survive through the lies they scandalize.
Deep down inside, it's all about your
They
pride.
don't really wanna see the other side.
Now this is for the people who said I wouldn't succeed.
It only brought out the very best in me.
You labeled me and called me a geek.
All because of your insecurities.
What you wanna be? Yes, you can. Live your life from A to Z. You're B-U-L-L-Y. Become somebody your own size. On the internet spreading those lies. Teen suicide is at an all-time high. Look in the mirror, tell me, what do you see? It's your own individuality. Stop bringing that peer pressure down on me. I'm doing me, so let me be.
Thank you for everyone who made a poster. They all looked great. Finally, here's a message from Mr. Bodden about Think Time.
Students, sometimes we get mad and frustrated and sad at school, and it's perfectly normal to feel this way from time to time. But what we have to be careful of is when we feel this way, that we don't forget our Magna manners. If you do forget your Magna manners and you're feeling really frustrated or angry, there's a place that you can go to help you calm down, and it's called Think Time. I'm going to show you what it means to be sent to Think Time, and it's important to remember that Think Time itself is not a punishment. Think Time is a chance for you to calm down and to learn the correct way to handle your emotions. When you're in Think Time, it's important to think about the choices you made. Sometimes when we're mad or angry, we make wrong choices that result in consequences. Some of those consequences at school could be a missed recess, or a white slip, or a phone call home, or a loss of privilege. But right now we're going to focus on the Think Time and what you can do to make better choices next time. So I'm going to show you how the Think Time works by an experience I had when I was in Mrs. Ogden's class and she sent me to Think Time. Take a look.
I need you sitting up. I need your eyes up here. I need you sitting up.
Broke my pencil!
Mr. Bodden, you need to be quiet, please.
My pencil broke.
Mr. Bodden. All right, please take out your math journals.
Ah, broke again! I
hate this pencil, and I hate this pencil, and I hate this pencil, and I just keep breaking.
Mr. Bodden, here, you need to come take a time out.
Okay.
The first step in the think time is when the teacher invites you to take a timeout. I was so mad and frustrated that my pencil broke. Mrs. Ogden came over and gave me a piece of paper and asked me to go to think time. I will take that piece of paper. There's a time written down on it, so the teacher knows when I left the classroom. I shouldn't be wandering around in the halls, but I should go straight to the next closest class in my hallway and wait for the teacher in that classroom to come over and talk to me. Let's see what happened when I went over to Mrs. Sandquist's room.
Look at them. Are you a savage?
Oh, yeah.
I am a savage.
Okay, so Mrs. Ogden sent you for a think time. So you can go sit at the back table.
Okay. Did you notice how I waited patiently for Mrs. Sandquist to come and get me? Sometimes you might show up to a classroom and the teacher's busy teaching. You might have to wait a few minutes until they are ready to greet you. Once they come over, they'll take your paper and they'll tell you where you can sit down.
Okay, what did you do?
My pencil keeps breaking! It keeps breaking!
Okay, I'm gonna let you think about that.
After I had been sitting down for a while, Mrs. Sandquist came to check on me, but I wasn't quite ready to talk about it yet. I was still kind of mad. So Mrs. Sandquist just gave me a little more time to sit there and think and relax.
Okay, what did you do while you were here?
Well, my pencil kept breaking, and it was making me really mad.
So what could you do next time your pencil breaks?
Maybe I could ask the teacher if I could sharpen it.
Okay, that's a good idea. So I'm gonna have you write here what you did and what you could do next time instead.
Okay.
The second time Mrs. Sandquist came around, I was much calmer and ready to write down what had happened. Now, hopefully you'll be calm when the teacher first comes around, but if you do need a little more time, they're willing to give that to you. So you can see from this think time form right here that there are two sections. There's one to write down what you did and one to write down what you're going to do next time. And for you younger grades that can't spell all your words very well quite yet, you could draw a picture of what you did and then draw a picture of what you're going to try and do next time.
Are you done?
Yeah, I filled out what I did. I broke my pencil and I threw my pencil because I was really mad because it just kept breaking. I threw it, and then I wrote what I'm going to do better next time.
Okay, so next time you can ask your teacher to sharpen your pencil and arrow your pencil. That would be a better thing to do.
That's what I'm going to do next time.
Okay, good. So will you be able to do that next time?
Yes.
Once you've completed your think time form, the teacher will come back and ask this very important question. Will you be able to do it? Meaning, will you be able to go back to your class and make a better choice next time when you're frustrated or sad? And the answer should be yes.
Okay, so do you need to talk to your teacher?
No, I know what I did wrong.
Good deal. Then you can take this and go back to class?
Yes, thank you.
Sometimes the thing that made you mad in the first place may be that you felt that something unfair happened to you, and you really need to talk to your teacher. You'll notice Miss Sandquist asked me one final question. She said, "Do you need to talk to your teacher?" You only need to mark this if you feel like something unfair happened. But it's important that you wait and discuss this with your teacher at the appropriate time and at the appropriate place. When you are mad, or when your teacher is trying to teach the whole class, that is not the appropriate time and that is not the appropriate place. If you try and argue with your teacher during that time, it is only going to make things worse. You need to go to think time. You need to check this box right here that says you need to talk to your teacher, and then later on in the day, maybe during recess, you can talk about anything that you think was unfair. And I promise those situations will be resolved. I'm sorry, I should have asked you if I could just sharpen my pencil. Okay? Friends. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Bodden. We hope you won't forget your Magna Matters again, but if you do, it's a good to know there is a safe place for you to practice them again.
Thanks for watching. Have a good week.
Bye.
Some of the consequences could be missing a recess, a pink slip. I'm going to show you what it looks like to go to think time and how. Not really how. More like something else.